I'll go on record. Mouse is actually charged. Full miracle. So apparently it takes an hour to charge this mouse. So for the record, for posterity, the last time I tried to open RPG TBD, the main project that I'm working on, video game to be uploaded to Steam and make money for me so I can quit my job, did not open. It said we could not open this file. I tried everything. I tried renaming folders. I tried deleting config files. I tried everything. I updated Visual Studio. If you want to play CSGO, you play GoldenEye multiplayer split screen on the Nintendo 64 and it would look just the same. Now hang on then. Is that the file name? That is the project name. rpgtbd.u project. I have been doing casual work on a logo layout. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm not sure if I need if I want to keep it like massively high fantasy kind of style logo style thing. Maybe it can have a little bit of neons on it. I do like my neons. Science fantasy. Science fact. Has anyone coined that phrase yet? Talking about science fiction, how about some science fact? You thought that was the theme anyway. Yeah, so without wanting to infringe on anyone's copyrights by saying this, kind of like a Magitech kind of vibe, you know? Like the technology that we have now has been lost to the mists of time, and the technology that they have, sci fantasy is a thing. Don't even. Also, the project opened. Hey, everybody! Hey, it's celebration! Project open. Now we can take a break. No, I'm kidding. And it runs too. And the post processing has been turned off for some strange reason. Why are there lines down my player character here, as if the voxels haven't lined up properly? What the fuck is going on here? That's a rendering thing. I don't like it. It's not blocked. Yeah, Visual Studio is having a time. Apparently, Visual Studio needs to be up to date for your project to actually work. It's a little blocked. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Let's just ignore that ever happened. It's just on one level, right? It's not even on the one that we're using. It's just on a static. Just that I dragged in. Go up the ladder. Go up the stairs. I feel like I want to change the arms for going upstairs and walking. They look a bit weird sometimes, you know. I feel like they need more of an upswing, because they just kind of flick around there. You see, looks a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, not balked. Not balked anymore. Thanks to my resourceful unbalking. We can actually walk inside this one, can't we? I have no idea why that would happen. Why you got lines down, you dog? Just on that one face? Just on that one side of that one face? Keep tinkering with small things, you'll never finish. Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm shocked that it's done that. I don't know why. Things that I do know. Mega assembly should work fine. World partition might not work. The lines add character. Actually, the character added lines. Sorry, was that too bad pun? Too bad pun? I'll stop. I was thinking about doing things about the depth of these, like 3D world tile stuff. Like if it's going to be a floor, I might only want it to be one unit thick, but I might want it to have some actual physical depth texture to it. So I might just scale them small on the Z. I've been thinking about that. It might look weird. It probably will look weird, but then again, this whole game looks a bit weird, so. I do like the grass. Grass is one of my favorite bits of this game. Like the little one voxel lawn and the big tall grass. Anyway, we gotta do some work. And I was working on a combat system, I believe, before. I had a great idea of what I was gonna do today, 2 days ago, and then I forgot. I didn't write it down or anything. Tall grass. No, anyway. Content browser. I don't know why bridge is enabled in this engine. It's not necessary, really. Let's be real. Oh yeah, I forgot I did all that. Hey look, there's work down there. Actual shaders compiling. Interesting. Okay, so this all still works. Very nice. Great. So that's pretty pog. It's not actually completely bulked. That's got a 3D tie. It sticks out too. Wow, that's fancy. Soup. I remember what it was. It's this and then this, and then this, and then it's an arrow. It's a soup. Why is his headband so dark? It's meant to be shiny, right? It's meant to be made of steel or whatever. Mithril. Why is it so dark? Like, from here it should at least be reflecting like his hair or something, right? Anyway, we don't have like skills. We don't have like any skills or anything. And we don't have a targeting system. And we don't have a spells menu either. Which was, I think, what I was going to do right now. Was make the spells menu, wasn't it? Or the items menu. Or the... Combat UMG. BI mouse event UMG. Who uses this? Is it this? Event construct. Slide selector out in. Yeah, so it slides it out and then in, right? That's weird how I've decided to go with that direction, but it is what it is. Looking back at it now, it should probably be the other way around, right? In, out, because it's in and it goes out, but this is the directions that it goes, not where it goes from and then to. Slide selector out, in, reverse. Maybe I should have an identifier for that, but I can't be bothered right now. That's something that will happen later, maybe. Do I have PC container? I feel like this should have a show hide animation as well, but whatever. Does need a horizontal box, and the wheel selector container is a border, and that is a variable because that just gets it. The horizontal box is going to be the player character stat window contain. UMG stat block, we have it. Draw as. Draw as? Draw as? Draw as. Random box. Can't. Can't change those. Okay. Okay. No children. Uh. Outline size. Doop. TB HB max. TB HB current. Nice. TB MP SP. I feel like giving me a progress bar, huh? Ah. There it is. HB container. There we go. This is going to be MP container. TB MP SP. My name. No. Wrap with a horizontal box. These don't really need to be that big at all, do they? So if we get rid of this, Bosch, replace with child, and then we wrap this with another border. This is gonna be profile picture. And then this, if we add a spacer right at the top, to fill. Oh, how's this going to work now? We need to assign some stuff to some stuff. Basically on an event construct, we do some stuff. I'm gonna so we need a variable, I guess. Background for now is going to be a set variable. Can I just really quickly make a thing for that? Nice, nice. Uh, Yeah. I just want it to do, and I forgot that there were actually steps that I had to take to get it to do. You having a fun time there, Unreal Engine friend? Cannot implicitly convert from float 2 to float 3. Is that this? Let me tell you, friends. Yeah, shut up. Nobody cares what you think, append. Let me tell you what I think, right? 99% of all the material functions in Unreal Engine are in 2D space, so they don't take a lot of nonsense from huge slam. I see I have done... I've done something wrong here, haven't I? That's a square root, right? A 10th root. Is that right? Do I want to be doing the 10th root? That looks kind of weird. Yeah, it's moving the sphere out of the center. Hi, what's poppin'? Oh my god, advert! Hell yeah, advert! That's what we call pre-roll. I realize if you get an advert, you can't even hear what I'm saying right now. Thank you for supporting the channel. You can hear me. Interesting. Streambug123, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel here. Nice. It is nice. It is double nice. Very triple nice. Why do I even have redeemables? What's going on? That'll do. That'll do. Also, oh, there's more. You make games on Scratch, bro. I've made games on Scratch before. People say you're fast at it. Damn, that's good. Scratch is a nice tool to get to grips with the basics of programming. For sure, for sure. It's also a nice tool to flex the basics of programming when you're a master. Have you seen the ray tracing example in Scratch? Key game, you'll make it fast, and you can time me. I'll send you the game when done. I really don't have any ideas for games. That's a struggle for me. You could try making genre even. You try making a remake of Head Empty, No Thoughts. Vector parameter. You could try making default value. What the fuck is that game called, man? Brain game. Oh yeah, no, it's That's what I'm feeling right now. Do you ever just have a thought? I can see it. I can see it in my head right now. I'm playing the game. I can hear the music. God, the horrible MIDI scream. But I can't remember the name of the game. Runescape. My neck okay? My neck is not okay. Thanks for asking. Runescape. An MMO. I think that netcode is possibly the hardest thing to write, especially in Scratch. Well, I know it's possible. I've seen it. In Scratch. Yeah, in Scratch. And this is years ago too. No. He denies me. He denies me my Scratch remake of RuneScape. Sag. I will just have to make it myself. Did you ever play RuneScape? I played RuneScape once. I got given a whole bunch of stuff by a dude, and he was just like, take it, it's yours. And I was like, okay. Single player, one screen, basic concept. Yeah. Street Fighter. Side on 2D fight game. That's an idea. I like a good side on 2D fight game. Good practice in creating hitbox and hurtbox command input buffers. I'm just kidding, by the way. You make whatever game you want, buddy. I'm just having a cheeky meme with you. Start a timer. Whoa. Lad be wildin'. I have a timer. Mode. Chrono. Timer. I have a beautiful, beautiful Timex expedition timer. That is not what I wanted. 1 hour? Start. That's a countdown. I don't want to count down, buddy. Oh, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Start. It doesn't do stopwatch? Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't do stopwatch apparently. I thought it did. I do not have a timer for you, my friend. Some schmutz on the screen though. This is a beautiful and expensive watch. It wasn't that expensive. But it is beautiful. Google timer? I'll just remember the time. You started at 5:10. Black Void time. I'll wait for the ad roll. I'll wait for the pre-roll. I'll wait for everyone to get here. Oh, you're already here? What the hell, man? Are you a sub? Have you subbed to my anyway? Thank you for the raid, Black Void Titan. Welcome. Again. Were you playing Sea of Thieves again? Fahrenheit. You're not a new chatter, but I do not recognize your name. That worries me deeply. Hello and welcome. I'm just messing around right now. There's a whole bunch of glare on my screen here and here. It's really hard to see anything. Alien Isolation, very scary game. I do not endorse. Sorry. Scary game, no endorse. Scary game, I will hide under the table and I will pretend that I was watching you play it. I have it. I have it on Epic Games still. Apparently it was critically acclaimed, but it's a scary game. I don't play scary game. I don't even watch scary game. Very scary. You're a bigger man than me. How you doing anyway? You good? You happy? You had fun in Alien Isolation? That's what we want. Designer. Background is gonna be Emit. No. It's very good, but you sure do get eaten a lot. I can't. Yeah, see, I can. Can I not set a material on this? I can set a material on this, right? Brush color? No. Brush? Yeah. Image. Oh, it's just under image. I'm gonna type in MA. MI. UI. BKD. Material instance. Oh, sweet. Image size. 2048 by 2048. I don't know. It's just a texture, bro. Now, if I go to profile picture and I hide that, we should be able to see that as a background. Stretched gloriously to the extents of the box. UI stuff. Yeah, no. So, is the UI editor any better in UE5? It is the same editor. It is the exact same. Look, your hierarchy here. You get your animation track down here. Your widgets. You press G, you can see what it looked like in game. Oh no! Yeah. Oh no is correct. Profile picture. I'm actually going to have some padding on this. I'm going to have 35 units of global padding on this beast. Because I want to be padded. And now I need like a masked image. Bear in mind, this is going to be Razer phone. No. Apple iPhone 5S. No. I want an upright. An upright. They're all going to be the other way, aren't they? Whoop. There we go. Yeah. Bear in mind it's going to look like this, right? So... yeah, what does that look like now, actually? Stretched the other way. Who would have guessed? MacBook Pro 13-inch Retina. I like the animation on these. It's cute. Also, did I not add a pad to the... Did I not add... Hello, did I not add a padding to this? The padding is weird. Oh, because it's scaled. That's a problem. And this is reason number 894 why the UMG editor is bad. Scaling. Well, how? Why? When? Why? How and why? And when and why and how? It just doesn't work. Like, you've got to account for so many different scaling factors in so many different places. Sometimes it's a nightmare to keep track of. I just want it to do, you know, sometimes. And the argument coming back to me is always, it do. You just have to keep track of all the things, because most of the time I'm not doing things the way they're meant to be done, or I'm doing things in a way that is, you know, contrary to popular execution, maybe. All the fun of a WYSIWYG editor from 1995. No, there's even less of the fun of a WYSIWYG editor in 1995. Shall I tell you beautiful story? A beautiful story of PowerPoint. So, PowerPoint is a very powerful web design tool. PowerPoint? No. Did I say PowerPoint? I'm such a fun... This is how big my brain is. Front Page. Microsoft Front Page is a big and powerful web design tool from the early 60s, apparently. Anyway, it allows you to do... you did wonder, yes. It allows you to do hands-on, grip it and rip it style web designs. You can drag and drop things into the page. You can lay the page out visually using boxes, arrangers, borders, whatever you want to put on your page, you just drag it and drop it in, right? That's fine. That's beautiful. That works. Also has an HTML editor, so it generates the HTML as you drag and drop, right? Writes the HTML based on what you drag and drop into the scene. So if you drag a table into the scene, and then you start filling the table with data, You made a front page site back in the day. Everybody made a front page site back in the day. But this is a very specific issue with front page. If you drag a table into front page, say back in the olden days, back in when I was a child, websites were not SSL wrapped, very, very nice interactive flash widgets everywhere sites. They were essentially Microsoft Excel spreadsheets with pictures inside the spreadsheet instead of words. So you lay out your website using a grid. Inside those grids, you can have HTML widgets like scroll boxes or selection queues or forms for mailing lists, etc. You can do all that stuff inside the things outside it, even if you wanted to. But the main brunt of the website was arranged in a grid, right? And you can drag those into your project. And the default drag and drop HTML grid had padding on all the cells, had a line weight on all the cells, so you'd see the grid, which is not what you want. It's not actually a grid that you want to use as a table. It's a grid that you want to use to arrange your website with. And you can delete all that, right? You can delete it all manually using the visual editor. You can delete it all automatically, or manually, I guess, using the HTML editor. But if you edit the HTML, right, and you click save, it will propagate those changes back to the visual side, right? So you can go look at it on the visual side. But the second you make a change on the visual scripting area front page, 1997, and you change something in that field, it will automatically repad the whole thing. It will automatically resize the whole thing, even if you have specific limits set in the HTML. And the most annoying thing is it does not propagate those changes to the HTML code because you edited the HTML code yourself. So it sees that as dirtied code. And it just basically is a bug. Basically, at that point, you have to go back to the HTML page, type all the numbers in again to make sure that they're all correct, enter, save. Fucking nightmare. Mate, I spent hours just back and forth fighting front page. Anyway, this is not fighting front page. This is Unreal. So it's much easier to use. Front page trying to be smart, bad front page. Yeah, I don't want padding. I want my stuff. HTML front page Dreamweaver, HTML CSS is practically a web development journey. I stopped halfway through the word Dreamweaver. I booted Dreamweaver up a few times at school, but I didn't have a personal license, and I didn't bother asking the school for an educational license. Did have for a very long time an educational license for the Wolfram Math Suite, which was extremely beautiful, allowed you to do home graphing and stuff like that. And I had a beta license for Wolfram Alpha, but that's just public now. You can just use that. It's just a website. Yeah. I need another M-test widget back route. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting because this is stretching the image, which is interesting for one. So we need to add a scale box to the profile picture, but we can't add a scale box because the profile picture is the container for everything else in the thing. I don't want to scale everything else in the thing. I just want to scale the profile picture. Unreal. Maybe it will be fine. Or maybe it will do that. I'm taking deep breaths. Wait. And then the scale box, scale to fill? None. Okay, so that's back to normal. We want scale to fit. I feel like once we add an image to the background border, I feel like maybe that will help. So if you give me 5 seconds, I will make a horrible image for this. I don't really want it to scale. There's no good way of doing this, is there? We just have to kind of estimate the size of the box that it's going to be. This is like the kind of thing that just gives you a headache instantly. Anyway, yeah, a fun thing, Black Void Titan. If you did not know, I opened my project after completing one jam and not completing another jam. I say completing with a heavy air quotes. It's a beautiful game, and no one could run it except for me. I was the only person who could run the jam game that I made. Anyway, so we'll just make a real quick thing. So we got it doesn't have to be professional. Just was that the VR one? Yeah. Did you see it? I know I told a lot of people about it. Did you see it? You saw me working on it. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how I've got this Scullavicker out. It's really weird. That's good enough. That's good enough. Print it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. Nobody who entered the jam nobody who entered the jam was allowed to enjoy it except for me, apparently. Unreal tutorials, Unreal project. I'm just gonna extract it here. This is gonna be L very bad. It's close enough, right? It's a picture. I just can't be bothered making any actual art for this thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't see chat for a sec. Hold on. But yeah, I learned a lot. I started another jam game for this is gonna be MA for Matcha Maze. I did not finish that game. I'll show it to you if you like, but I did not finish. I barely even got started, to be fair. I was about halfway through scripting the AI, and the AI just did not want to pathfind, so that was the end of it, basically. I had an hour to finish the whole game after work the night before, and I said, AI pathfind, and AI was like, fuck you, man. You're not my boss. You're not the man. And that was it. MA profile pic test. Yeah, I was very disappointed. It should have worked. Like, I spent all of 12 minutes troubleshooting it, and the first thing was that it wasn't building the nav mesh effectively. And then I saw everyone complaining that the dynamic nav mesh generation takes a few seconds to generate, and it does. And it only checks every 60 seconds, you know, every 60 milliseconds, sorry. So it only checks like once or twice a second. But yeah, I did it. I checked it, and even after a minute of running it, it wasn't pathfinding. So yeah, that went out the bin. This is gonna be another user interface. It's gonna be RGB multiplied by masked. I don't need to multiply it by anything. RGB, just straight in there, and the mask is the alpha channel. Bosh. Yeah, this is in the scale box, right? It's not scaling. The scale box doesn't scale the border. So the border has to scale itself. What? Is that what we were saying? Content. Slot. Scale box. Slot. Content. Pad to bottom and the content panning and brush. Tint image size. Tiling. Nope. No tile. Desired size scale. Show effect when disabled. Brush color. I'm gonna fucking scream in a second. Okay, well this isn't working out how I wanted it to work out. So let me show you what I was working on previously. You saw the VR stuff, so I won't show you that, but I will show you the Matcha Jam 22S. Year 22 Summer Jam Matcha. It's not really, oh, it's the Spring Jam, sorry. The Summer Jam is the St. Gregory's, right? I wonder if he's running our St. Gregory's this year. I wonder if I can just enter the same game again. He has very strict requirements on what you enter to his jam. Like the messy game jam was very, very loosely required. So this is my game. There's a player start and there's a... What the fuck is that? A player start? I got 2 player starts. That's not good. That is incorrect, yes. Maybe that's why the game was broken. Anyway, so the idea is, it was for an idle clicker game jam. So you made an idle game. And content warning, it's very loud. So if you got headphones on, turn them down. I'm gonna start clicking buttons. So it has 3D menus on top of all the buildings that don't exist because I didn't make any meshes to the buildings yet. And it has these tiny little dudes down here who are meant to be show nav. So they have a nav mesh and they're meant to idle in the nav mesh, but they constantly fail finding a point in the navigable radius. I don't know why. You tell me. Someone else can tell me why they fail the navigation thing. Anyway, you can spawn dudes and you can upgrade your Gatherers Association, and basically it spawns more dudes and upgrades your Gatherers Association. You get money based on how many dudes you have and the multiplier from your Gatherers Association, right? Simple, right? It's an idle clicker game, and you're meant to expand your territory. It's meant to generate a full world for you. You're meant to expand your territory and claim other little dudes. They'll be converted if they get shot enough. And then you have all your little dudes. They'll go around and they'll mill around and shoot other dudes. And they have these tiny little AKs. And this is the only thing I'm taking away from the jam. The tiny little AK. It's super cute. It is the cutest tiny AK I've ever seen in my entire life. Has a tiny little charging handle. Has a tiny little foregrip. Has a tiny little magazine. And the little blue dudes, they seem very confident in holding them. They have an animation to put them away. but I haven't implemented it, so they are always packing heat, I'm afraid. But that was it. They were meant to mill. They don't mill. The town hall works fine. The Gatherers Association works fine. What a shame. Did you see the photorealistic stuff that I did for the Messy Game Jam? I don't know why I'm recording this. So this is like wild show-off stuff, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking a break in a few seconds to grab a new drink. So I'm thirsty. I've run out of drink, and I've been pissed off by UMG for the 18th time. Just why does it have to be a thing? Why does UMG have to exist? This is taking a while to load, isn't it? I realize this may have been a mistake. So, for the Messy Game Jam, I started out with this UMG. For the Messy Game Jam, I started out with this project here, which I'm gonna have to press G, because okay, I followed Epic Games' advice, and for each mega assembly that I made for the level, I actually generated a new static mesh to deal with the collision, because apparently dealing with overlapping collision meshes is not something that Unreal Engine likes or appreciates. So I'll just turn it to game mode. So this is what it would look like in game. There's no collision meshes visible because they're hidden in game. We're at a beautiful sunset right now. We've got a little campfire. This runs great on my PC, by the way. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. You know, 8 GB of photorealistic photo scan wood textures. It's just too much to upload to itch. That's why I had to downscale. This is the one that you saw me working on. All right, well, it doesn't look like this anymore. I'm afraid. This is a fully working prototype for all intents and purposes. Got a little snowfield at the top here, which was very hard to make. Thank you, Quixel, for not having any photo-scanned flat pieces of snow. We've got a little hill out to this side here, which is also fine. Well, I never noticed there's a little hole between those two rocks. We've got a little canyon, which is also beautiful. And a little starting area with a bonfire that glows and an AK. There was an AK back then. I'm not going to save anything from there. Permanently dirtied map. This is the final project. This is the final product that we ended up with, which is significantly smaller, but also, nevertheless, just as ambitious. Have holsters. Did you see me working on holsters at all? I got the holsters working after an hour of trying to get the holsters working and them not working, and then basically just doing the same thing over and over again until Unreal was just like, oh, you wanted VR holsters? Oh, why didn't you just say you wanted a VR holsters? I don't need to see the nav mesh, thank you. I'll put real time back on. So this is what I ended up with. There's a couple of pickups around the map that you can deal with. Actually, this model looks fantastic in VR. Like, the details that they've included on the mesh are really, they excite the eyes. Put it into game mode so you can see. So it's pretty much the exact same, only we don't have any photorealistic scan meshes or textures because 8 GB for an indie game is ridiculous. We have a campfire. It has the same fire. But we moved from AKs to M4s, sorry, M16s. And we got this weird pistol. And all the bullet physics is actually physically simulated. I think that was probably a bad idea. There's a little cave in here. It's meant to have a gun on the table, but I didn't actually. It's meant to be a rocket launcher. But there is no rocket launcher yet in the game because I didn't make it because I'm an idiot. And there's the one enemy that I managed to code. Scratch time. You took 27 minutes. I was pretty fast. It took me 24 hours to make my first Scratch game. Damn. It took long. Whoops. Play on stream. I'd love to. However, Dude. I don't remember the controls. Oh, it's not WASD, it's arrow keys? Are you kidding me? It is arrow keys and space. Might try it. Where's my score gone, dude? Is this making sounds? Fucking beast of a game. I thought about making a sequel to this on Unreal. Very powerful gun on the ship, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get how to do actor instancing. So when you shoot, that's your only projectile. You fixed it. Fighting game you think hard AI. What on earth? Space to shoot, don't get shot. Smelly cheating AI. Smelly cheater, come fight me. That's right. Smelly cheating AI. Dumb AI. Yeah. Well, it has to be. It's only Scratch. Get wrecked. Eat some rigatoni. Oh, you can go all the way up. This game's definitely better than my game. Bosh. Can't even cast properly. Click inside to die. Yeah, I want to see inside. Forever. If W key pressed, then change by 5. If S key pressed, then change by -5. Forever. An infinite loop. That's main, right? Is that legal? Can you have 2 on event begin plays? Oh, I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up, dude. Whoa. Forever. If 1 is greater than play off, then... Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. That's how it do. Nice. Yeah. Also, more code. Yeah, I'd imagine there's a lot of code. This beautiful game. Is this the one that I actually uploaded? I think this is the one I actually uploaded. I uploaded both versions. No, I did upload both versions. There's a bonfire there. Some rock. I went a bit wild using the mega assemblies. There's not a lot of bounce lighting, which is very angry. I'm very angry about there not being a lot of bounce lighting. But realistically, the sun being there, this should have some beautiful bounce lighting from the inside of the canyon. Click the sprites, lol. Oh, I know I'm sure there's some beautiful code inside the sprites, but I am my brain is fully encompassed. Also another permanently dirtied map, which I cannot undirty. Oh, poopy. None of this. Stupid VR. Want to see a game you put an effort into? Bruh. I want to know how to get an image to scale properly in a background. UMG, but please feel free to link it in the chat, and so other people watching can enjoy it. UMG, I'll check it out maybe in a second. UMG, as long as it's not a virus, of course. UMG. Background picture scaling. I spell everything wrong, so I'll get the best results. Images do not scale properly in UMG UI UX. Yes, correct, they don't. They're going to say you use a scale box. Resolved for tracking purposes. If you still experience this issue, please report the message and additional information will offer further assistance. Hi, Cage Man. I have a few questions for you. Can you reproduce the issue in a clean project? Should be named to see a nightmare fuel. Don't click the inside. I'm waiting to see like a Dark Souls skin. Space to swap players. R if you get stuck. WAS to move. Oh, it's a pushy game. Oh. It's pretty nice. Oh, snap! I got completely analyzed by that. Okay. I got game over there for some strange reason, but okay. Yeah, it's pretty nice. As requested, I will not look inside. That happens. Maybe you could look inside just to peek. Nope. I'm gonna leave that on screen, I think, while I get my drink. I don't know what kind of drink I want to get. We have a case of cola, but it's caffeine free and it's sugar free. Nice, nice. And it's warm. It's not in the fridge. I don't want warm cola. That's disgusting. I think I might just get some tea. So the problem with using a scale box to scale an image is that images aren't allowed children, so they can't be used as a background image. Borders can have images in them as their content and have children. An overlay node, huh? Interesting. Okay, let's try an overlay node. Let's see what that does. Replace with child. overlay. Overlay. Novalay. Oh, I see it. Right, it's there. It's tiny. Scale box. Wrap it with the scale box. Scale box. Scale to fit. Bosh. Nice. Right. Is that what it looked like? No, it's square. Get the fuck out of here. Scale 1. Scale 1. Image size. Visible. Scale 1. Get out of here. Oh! Okay, padding. Padding was messing it up for some reason. Yo. Okay. That's powerful, man. That's powerful. Did you see that? That's powerful. Throw on a for loop. First index 0, finish index 3. Loop body. Piece window container. Get. Create widget of class. New stat block, I think. Add child. So now, theoretically, so we got some problem here. So it kind of works, and then it also kind of does not work. So we have them, they don't have pictures in them, which is, ironically, what I just spent the last hour fumbling around trying to do. Which is interesting. in this realm here, this seems to do it correctly, right? This seems to scale the whole thing. Everything stays relative to itself, right? So let's just have a cheeky peek at what we've got going wrong. Do I need to add a scale box to this as well? Okay, so it looks like we've got an issue with the sizing of the internal stuff, right? So we got a vertical box. Right. Auto. We have a size? No? But even having that on fill isn't going to do anything because it's in that, right? And now that's bad because that's, yeah, okay. Ah! Right, okay. So that might be one thing. Okay, that wasn't one thing. Interesting. That is frustrating. Like, I don't mind stuff getting a little bit smaller, a little bit closer together, but I do mind. I do mind the fact that you can't read anything. There's nothing there to read. Look, what the fuck is going on with this? Huh? The fuck is going on with this shit? Tell me. Tell me now. Mm. Infuriating. Like, what the hell's going on? Second thing, boom, we actually need a third bar in here, yes. Oops. I think for simplicity's sake, what the hell, Paint? Come on, man. So we've got the little profile picture here. Little thumbs up, because it's definitely working correctly. Paint is messing me around today, what the hell? HP. MP. Oh, skill point, whatever. And then at the bottom, I guess we'll have like... Ah, poopy. I used the wrong gray. Oh no, I used the right gray. Yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, get wrecked. So we'll have like little icons, like little burn icon, just grayed out, right? A little poison icon, it's grayed out, right? And then like when it comes to such a point where you have these statuses placed upon your character, then they'll just get filled in with some color, right? Right, it's on fire, right? Get it? That's a cool idea, right? Maybe? Maybe not? It's easier than having to propagate this with things, right? Oh, well, that means I have to pre-plan all of the different status effects you can have. Oh, I didn't update my tally. I do have a lot of booster packs to open though. Feels kind of bad not opening some. But I have to show restraint. Such is the way of all things. You just need 5 more people to come follow. Now I can open one of the ones that I have hundreds of. 32. So we just have like a tray. They could even like they might not grayed out, but invisible, collapsed. What do you think to that? Huh? It could just be collapsed, yeah. So instead of authoring stuff on the image, you could just author stuff on the image container. It would just be an image, but I need to open the Trello, and y'all know 100% the Trello isn't going to boot when I press this button. Flashbang out. Why though? Stream Deck, show me the folder that Trello is in, and then tell me why. 5 actions, Jesus. System open, Trello. So Trello is a Windows app, right? That's actually a very, very good point. They might not be. It'll be in Liam Forsyth for sure, but it won't be in that folder specifically. Try this again.
Flashbang out.
Because it's a Windows app from the Windows Store, it doesn't it updates its file path regularly. Yes, it's me. Christ. And also every time it updates and you launch it from the .exe file, asks you to log in again. Add card. Day, night, I need a better solution for this keyboard here. Got this hard drive in the way. It's meant to be a coaster, but I haven't been using it as a coaster because one of my good friends sent me a coaster and I've been using that, albeit upside down because I don't want to scratch the front of it. And I've been using the hard drive as like a tenting point for the keyboard, but it rocks around a lot. That's 3 points of contact, but it rolls there. I wonder if there's something I can just jam under it. Well, I got all these CDs I'm not using. There's a couple of them. A couple of vintage CDs. MSI Afterburner. I don't think I need any of these. That stack is too big. One more. I have a driver disc from Monitor. I'm not sure that's legit, dude. I don't think monitors need driver discs. It's not working out for me. Anyway, it just slides around a whole bunch, you know? I've probably put a massive scratch in the back of this. Oh, it's fine. Apparently, a hard drive case is made of aluminium as well. Time. Hey, turn-based system. I'm crossing that off. Fuck you. My turn-based system works. I have another one for combat though. Combat mechanics. Is there a bin? Why are there so many steps to delete things from a list? Why? No. Why? Add card. Status. Effects. Add card. Magic. Healing. Magic. Damage. Direct. Direct damage. Magic damage over time. Magic. Healing direct damage over time. Oh, magic buff. These should probably be in their own skills. I think that's enough. I want to add a checklist. I want to add bullet points, you know? Bullet points. Burning, poison, sleeping, confused, stunned, blinded, enraged. P. Burning, poison, sleeping, confused, stunned, blinded, enraged. KO. Is that it? That's 8, right? I guess Bad status effects, right? Good status effects. Immune. Invulnerable. I did not want to upload emojis, no. Whoa! Bye! I don't know about these. I don't know about any of these. What if I put something under that side? Have I got something that can go under that side? Like, how did this work before? Because I swear it wasn't as bad before. Like this, maybe? It might have been like this. No, it wasn't like this. Whatever. Heal. Rage. Heal KO. Oh boy. Oh, have I just distracted myself from doing actual work to do not actual work? And this still doesn't work, right? Yeah. Potentially. Is it because we're not putting it into a scaled widget? Right, so if we go to our designer here, we've got the PCST window container, and that is just a horizontal box inside the PC container. We wrap this with a scale box, maybe. Nope. Nope. Oh, Poggies. Poggies. That's an improvement. Poggies. That's an improvement. We can see the HP and the MP now. We do not see the profile picture, and it's not scaled correctly though. So there's that. Okay, a little bit of progress there, a little tiny sliver of progress. Stat block. So this scale box, I think we can just replace that with the child. No, that won't affect anything, right? Because that's not something that we're even affecting right now. Background, we're gonna wrap that with a size box, I think. Here we go. Aspect ratio, here we go. 1.66. 1.66. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, okay. Which allows you to specify the size of reports to have and design. All widgets report a desired size that you may actually desire. Wrapping them in a size box lets you have the size box force them to be a particular size. It allows you to place content within a desired size and have it scale to meet the constraints placed in the box's allotted area. To have the background image scale fill an area but not become distorted with the different aspect ratios, you need to auto fit some text into an area. This is the control for you. This is madness. Wrap it with a scale box. And the scale box is going to wrap to be fill both. Compile, save, play. That did not work. So I'm noticing that the widgets that we're getting in, the desired aspect ratio of the widgets that we're getting in, the text isn't affected at all. Only the background is affected. The background is correctly aspect ratios, but also the width of the widget is not edited correctly. Replace with child background. $2,000 divided by 5, 400. 200. 500. Oh! That's interesting. I thought I patched that out. Right, okay. Execute Ubergraph. Okay. Fill. What's that gonna give us? Okay. That's completely blocked. None of the bars are showing. Just the HP bar. The text is in the wrong place. There's no picture. The background image is offset. Please. Please. Scale to fit Y. Scale to fit. Okay. Scale to fill. No. Well, yes, but also no. Scales the content non-uniformly, filling up the entire space of the area. This is what we want, but the text balks, right? Because the text is set to fill a specific location. The background balks as well. I don't even know why the background would break like that. Background's meant to be. So the whole thing is meant to be in the size box, right? You get me? The whole thing is meant to be in the size box. The background. Nope. That did nothing. So ideally, the background. You see what you see what I mean, right? You see what I mean, right? Can I have a fucking mouse pointer? See, this is correctly scaled for some strange reason, but the contents aren't contained within it, right? The contents here are not correctly scaled. This hasn't been scaled up to fit them in, which doesn't seem to make any sense to me because it's what it's meant to do. We have a size box to determine the size of the whole widget, and then we have scale boxes inside to determine how this fits into the space that it's been given. And neither of those things are working correctly for me right now. So the size box is correctly giving this an aspect ratio, 1.66, which is a beautiful, golden ratio-esque kind of thing. And the bars are here, and that's good. But it's not scaling up. I don't know why. It should scale up. It's meant to scale up. It's. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? It's the bait. It's the very bottom line of the widget. Come on. Wrap with a scale box. Jesus, can't believe I'm doing this. Cannot. What is this? Nope, still does exactly the same thing. What about this? Okay. That's progress. That's progress. That's not that's reverse progress. Why is there a gap between them all? Get rid of these. State block. Fill. User specify. What the shit? Ugh, right. Well, where's my Toto? God damn it. Add a card. Here it is. Combat player stat block UMG. Change cover. It's gonna be a red cover because it is prime to do gear. Demo area for pre-alpha downloadable. I already uploaded the pre-alpha downloadable. It's one of those. I've forgotten all their names already. Was she called Kalia? Was she called Bob? I'm sure if we go to our mesh folder, we'll find it. Dude, I did not resize you to not resize you. Thumbnail size. Small? Medium? Huge. Small. None of that. Meshes. Hero Johnson, Alan Noir, Horn, Dracula Jr., Trisha. Oh. What time is it? It's only 7 p.m. God damn it. I was like, maybe I can just bunk off work real fast and not do any of it. Oh, you would spoil us. Jesus. Alright, it's design dock for combat, right? Yeah, okay. In weapons not custom. They could be. They could be. That's gonna be confusing. I gotta delete that. No, that's gonna be confusing. Because an Unreal unit is a centimeter, but the size of an Unreal unit in my game is not a centimeter. It's about 6 inches. Because so that's 28 units tall, right? It's not 28 centimeters tall. It's not a foot tall. Come on, man. Get real. It does look good, though. These beautiful player characters. Oh! I've just had a great idea. Post-processing's on in this scene. What the fuck? Man, y'all, stop messing with me now. Y'all, you can stop messing with me about this post-processing being on or not. Am I really gonna have to watch what welcome to the video for what is the scale box? No. Matthew Wardstein does a great job of explaining the basics of an item, but explaining the intricacies of using it with a dynamically spawned HUD, no. No. You can see me through the boom? That is a sharp camera. That's a very sharp camera. Second question, where the fripp is that picture? Yeah? Where's it gone, buddy? That's obviously wrong. That's in front now. It's not there at all. No, I just don't know. I need a UMG wizard. To do this for me. So well, it was a nice short stream to get back into the swing of doing development. Sorry it was so late and short, but this drives me insane. This literally drives me insane. Anyway, I'll do the talk out and then we'll raid somebody cool. I'm sure we can find someone cool to raid. Sure, that won't be a problem. So, thank you everyone for coming and watch the live video. If you came and watched the live video, thank you Streambug123 for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. Thank you Black Void Titan for the raid. I do appreciate it. Everybody go check out Black Void Titan on Twitch. Cool streamer, cool game developer, cool dude all around. Thank you for coming and watch the video on demand. If you came and watch the video on demand, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.